Hi, my name is Dari P.T. Brown. I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why you should go vote. The number one reason, vote so you can decide. Why let other people decide what is best for you when you have a voice to vote? Number two is your right. Young people, women, and underrepresented groups all fought hard for the right to vote. Even today, there are countries where people still are fighting for the right to vote. Vote in honor of those people. Number three, representation. Does it seem as if politicians don't get you? Want politicians in office who represent your needs and concerns? Then vote. More money. Votes equal cash. Candidates give money to causes you care about. Youth programs, the environment, HIV/AIDS, or cancer research. Just to name a few. Find out where the candidates stand on these issues and vote for the candidates who best represent you. Number five, to cancel out someone else's vote. Whether it's your neighbor, your teacher, or somebody famous, you probably know someone who is going to vote the opposite of you. So make sure you vote to cancel out their vote. Number six, to bust the stereotype. Some adults think young people are lazy. They don't care about their communities. They don't vote. Let's prove them wrong. Number seven, if you don't vote, someone else will. Our government was designed for citizen participation. So if you don't vote, other people are going to make the decisions for you. And I know you don't want that. Number eight, every vote counts. The 2000-2004 presidential elections proved how close things can get. Every vote counts. Number nine, it's your money. The county commissioners, governors, state treasurer, legislators, president, and members of Congress you vote for will decide how to spend your money. Vote for those Vote for those who agree with you and how you want your money spent. So that's why you got to go vote to put them in office. Number 10, schools matter. You elect local and state school board members who set public education policy and budgets. So make sure you go vote for those people who have your best interests in mind. Number 11, you'll need a good job. When you're done with school, you need somewhere to work, and you'll want job training, pay equity, fairness in hiring, and workplace safety. So that's why you need to put candidates in office who are for you, the people. Number 12, you want to always be young. Will Social Security be there when you need it? That's a good question. So make sure you go vote. Number 13, save the world. The air, the land, the water, we need them all. The environment is key. Without good air to breathe, it's going to be hard for us to have good health. So that's why we need to vote for candidates who don't protect their environment. Number 14, it's your backyard. Crime prevention, laws and law enforcement, safe and affordable homes, traffic patterns, schools, parks, and recreation. Those are key issues. You don't hear many candidates talk about it. So you need to find the candidates that talk about those issues. Number 15, it's your democracy. Make it work. Register and vote when you turn 18. The reality is so many of us don't go vote. So many of us don't register to vote when we're 18. And that's a huge problem. That's why we got to go vote. When we turn 18, we need to make sure we register. So anytime it's an election, anywhere it's an election, and we're there, we can make sure our voice is heard by not only registering to vote, but going to vote. Number 16, I don't want other people making my choices for me. I want to have a voice in the things that affect me. So that's why when I turned 18, I went out and voted. And since then, I have never turned back. So that's why anybody out there who's not registered to vote, we as a people need to make sure they're registered. We want everybody to vote in this democracy. Because believe it or not, when you don't vote, you're hurting the chances of us getting good candidates who believe in our issues and believe in the things that affect the people. Get beyond party lines. Republicans, Democrats, it doesn't matter what you are, independent, Green Party, Taxpayer Party, Libertarian Party. It doesn't matter what party you belong to. It's about who is the best candidate to represent us, the people. We might not always agree on who's the best candidate, but let's be real. No matter who's elected, we need to hold them accountable for the things that matter to us. So that's why we have to go vote. We can not only register to vote, but we have to vote. The last reason, let's be real, people. Democracy for the people, by the people, of the people. We vote so that one person can voice all of our opinions in one huge voice. That's why we started to have presidents. That's why Sparta had Leonidas. That's why the people could have their own say in everything, but still have peace. The reality is, man, we gotta go vote. Voting is a precious commodity. It's granted to few nations. It's people across the world who wish they could vote like Americans go vote every time there's an election. We go vote for mayors, city councilmen, school boards, governors, state reps, state senators, U.S. congressmen, U.S. senators, and the President of the United States. It's people around the world who do not have that privilege. We in America, we have that privilege and we take it for granted. The reality is we can't take it for granted any longer. The reasons we should go vote are clear. If you're sick and tired of what's going on around us, then get involved. Get involved, get other people involved. Go register to vote. That's the first thing. Make sure you go vote. But in between registering and going to go vote, get involved in the campaign. Your local block clubs. Get involved in your neighborhoods. The reality is voting affects everything. Politics have never been more real. Everything around us is political. So we have to make sure we fight everything that's political with our voice to go vote. At the end of the day, no one's going to tell you who to vote for. You have to make sure you go out and do your own research on these candidates and make sure they represent the interests of you. Don't listen to just the rhetoric they say, but go find out their voting record. And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to always agree with everything your candidate says. In fact, 100% of the time, I can guarantee you're not going to agree with everything your candidate says and does. But if your candidate is the best candidate for the job, or as some people say, the lesser of two evils, then vote for your candidate and stand by it. However, at the same time, when your candidate is in office, if he or she gets elected, hold them accountable. Don't expect that they just going to do everything they said, because sometimes they go back on their word. Yes, politicians go back on their word. That's why we have to get out there and make sure we hold them accountable for what they say and what they do while on the campaign trail and even while in office. So don't let up for 1 minute. For 1 minute, don't let up. For 1 second, millisecond, do not let up and think just because you registered to vote and you voted that the work of the people is done. It's never done, people. We have to continue to fight. We have to continue to voice our opinions. We have to continue to be there to make sure that we are voting and our voices are heard in every election possible. We have to make sure that we're standing up for ourselves, because we the people deserve better. We want better and we want more. So let's go vote. Not only in this election, but every election. Let's vote.